We defend Singapore being a good place to live in as having low stress levels, a high rate of literacy, as well as high access to education. Joshua is a young Singaporean child who is about to go to primary school. Joshua belongs to a middle low-class family.
Joshua is starting school soon. I'm worried it will add on to our financial burdens.
Don't worry. Most primary school fees are quite cheap. And besides, primary school is free for Singaporean families. All you have to pay are miscellaneous fees.
But what if the miscellaneous fees are really expensive? I don't know if the bank will lend us any more money to pay off our mortgage and his fees.
Miscellaneous fees are at most $13, and we can also apply for financial assistance if we need it. Our boy will receive food coupons, so you don't have to worry about giving him an allowance for buying lunch or recess. And we can also get free primary school textbooks and free uniforms and subsidized transportation fees, bringing our expenses lower. And since there are so many primary schools nearby around Singapore, transportation fees won't be that expensive. Even after primary school and secondary school, tertiary education like polytechnics will have an increase in subsidies available for certain low-income families, from the current 80% to 95%. This means that students have to pay a substantially smaller amount than they currently have to. Better yet, there are varying subsidies for those of different income groups, and it has so many different categories that 6 out of 10 students are eligible for some sort of government bursary.
Oh yes, I heard PME mention that during a recent National Day rally. Even for university courses, bursaries will increase from 50% to 75%. Certain universities like SIT and SUSS will decrease their school fees by $500. There are also decreases in fees for different courses in universities like NUS and NTU as well. Notably, the dentistry course as well as the medical course in NUS and NTU have decreased with them.
Oh wow, we can send our son to school without worrying anymore.
Joshua is now in P6, about to take his PSLE. Joshua is very stressed.
I'm so stressed. There's so much to revise. I wish I didn't have to take PSLE.
Oh no, my poor son is so stressed. Don't worry son, just do your best, I'll be proud of you. Just work as hard as you can.
Okay, Mom.
Joshua's in secondary 3. He's taking a standardized test, which is used to compare literacy rates internationally, through comparing students' ability to apply mathematical knowledge to problem solve.
Mom, I got selected to take an international test. Will you sign the form for me?
What's this test for? Will it affect your grades?
No, it's used to compare the different countries' literacy rates. My score will not be revealed, and it will be used to make up Singapore's score.
Alright then, try some.
Wow, I can't believe Singapore scored the highest among all the other countries. I remember my friends being so stressed out on day before the test, but I guess they did well at the end.
Yes, Singapore's education system is quite effective. We are one of the youngest nations, but we are already comparable to other more mature nations.
So stressful though.
I guess that's the price to pay for a good education system.
Dad, I learned more about education systems today, and one of those is Finland. Look at this article. The education there focuses more on the child's well-being and less on homework. They have so many recess breaks, but they still rank 5th in the PISA test. Why can't Singapore do this?
Well, Singapore is still developing. We need to give some time for our education system to become the best education system. I'm sure it'll become even better as the years go by. Anyways, you're still pretty fortunate. Children in South Korea face so much stress that they study basically from day to night. Singapore has lower stress levels, and yet we still rank 1st in the world in PISA tests. Singapore's education is also accessible to everyone, and all children can go to school basically for free.
So Singapore's education system good?
Well, Singapore has extremely high literacy rates, and our education is so accessible. I'm sure there's bound to be trade-offs like higher stress levels. Overall, Singapore's education is still good, but there's room for improvement.
Although we have relatively high stress levels, Singapore has an extremely high rate of literacy and access to education. We feel that outweighs the cons of our education. In conclusion, Singapore is a good place to live in.